As you know, I am Shuhag and Bookabug is my channel name. Another also channel I have, and that is other Roman Shuhag also. So you can get me there. But here I am for another reason. That is, I have read one book. Actually, reading one book that is by Harry Lorayne, who is actually a magician and entertainer. You can say the Mandarin and writer also. So he actually written a book which is about the memory power. How can we train our memory? So in his book, we suggested something very important thing about spelling mistakes and other things also. How can you actually train your memory, and you can actually learn numbers, events, anything it can be, whatever the possible things are. So he is actually focusing on observing. So we often forget the things we learned by just seeing. Okay, so instead of you can say that we actually see some number that is like someone actually giving a number. So you see the number and then you forget the whole number and you have to see that again. But when you actually observe the number in your own way and you actually make the pattern and you actually follow the pattern, then it is impossible for you to forget the thing. So he actually suggested that. But here is a problem that he's actually saying, no, I'm not actually criticizing him. He's actually a good one, where he actually whatever he shares is actually one of my opinion. I actually try to use that thing more than 2 years. Okay, so whatever he said is correct, and he actually said that people will think me mad, and I actually agree with him, because people will not get the things which is useful. So the people always try to ignore the truth. Okay, so the reality is very difficult and very hard to accept. So I actually never suggest you to read any book, because I never read any book so much, you can say that so attentively or so consciously or so concentrately, because I feel that this book is not for me. Okay, so you have to understand that the whole which book is actually for you, and that then you actually find the peace or encouragement or enjoyment to read the book further. So this book is actually sharing one story, and that is a fun part one, that one professor is actually marked the papers, and he said, written to them, and one student is got an A. He said that God gets an A and you get an F. Oh, Happy New Year. So he actually, his professor is saying Happy New Year because of Merry Christmas was the reason they got a holiday for Merry Christmas. Okay, so this one is a good one, and he actually said that people will think me mad because I'm actually sharing something which is very useful for everyone. We actually you can say that we always know that we actually say that average people, average, everywhere you see that average. So why they are average? Because they have a problem with their own memory, and they have to struggle a lot with the others. So here he shares something which can help everyone to train their memories. Okay, that is the thing. We need something to train our memory. We heard about training sessions. So why we actually train everything, but why not memory? Memory is the core part of our life. Without memory, you can't actually do the things we actually do good, real good. Okay, so that is the thing. That's what I am actually saying. There's like a book, Harry Lorayne read the book, and you can learn, or you can share with your friends and families to read this book and help them to don't do the struggles in your life. Just be fun, do fun with your learnings. That is the thing. Thank you.